Now we are gearing up for an interview to speak of things golf with Mike Emanuel, who put on a superb showing to claim victory at the KZN Disabled Open. Joining us on the line to speak more on this performance is, of course, the man himself, Mike Emanuel. Hello and welcome to the Hatchet View.
Hi there, how are you, man? Thanks so much for the opportunity. Looking forward to chatting to you.
It's an absolute pleasure. You displayed some good golf at the KZN Disabled Open. Could you please talk to us about that?
Yeah, you know what? To be honest, golf is a game. If you get it right on the day, it's fantastic and it works so nicely. And it was a 2-day event, so we played on the Wednesday and the Thursday. And I was fortunate enough to have a decent day on the Wednesday and a really good day on the Thursday. So yeah, I think golf goes that way. If it goes in your form, you're going to hit it right on the day, and I was fortunate enough to have done that.
What was the initial strategy coming into the tournament, especially looking at the golf course?
You know, fortunately enough, this Disabled Open, we stay in KZN, so I've been lucky enough to have played the course once or twice, so I did know it a little bit better than the previous one. And you've got to stay on the fairways and the greens. Reading the greens was a big thing. And I had a fantastic caddy, an African chap by the name of Emanuel, who was absolutely fantastic. He helped me so much.
Could you touch on exactly what he helped you with?
Look, you've got to know the layout of the course and when you can go for greens or whether you've got to lay up or not. But the fact being able to read the greens the way he did was just unbelievable. He definitely saved me a good few shots where I would have read it totally different. And he said to me, "No, this is where you've got to go. Trust me." And yeah, the rest is history.
Now, you competed with what I believe is your good friend in Sebastian Crawford.
Yes.
What was that competition like, and how did it feel being up against your good buddy?
You know, it's actually an amazing thing. Sebastian is a cerebral palsy youngster. We've become hell of a good friends over the last couple of years. He actually works for me, and he's funny enough. He's leaving for Pretoria at the end of this week. So having played with him so often. The competition and the friendly banter between us is really good. You never want to see somebody lose, but unfortunately one of us had to. And I think both of us just accepted and move on.
Yeah. Now, you haven't, over the years, allowed your disability to hold you back, and you managed not only to keep active. What keeps you going, and where does your love for golf stem from?
It's an incredible thing. I've played sport all my life, and then obviously lost the leg, so I'm an above knee amputee, which limits the amount of sport that you can play competitively. And at one stage, I was actively involved in swimming, and then with COVID, I wasn't able to swim for a long period of time. So I have given that a miss for a while. But golf is something that I've just grown into and played over the last 2 years and really thoroughly enjoyed it, the competitive side especially.
Now, Mike, you spoke about the time when you had your amputation. Could you just detail to us how much golf has meant to you in terms of overcoming that and ultimately rising to the level to where you are today?
Yeah, look, when you suffer something like an amputation, when you've been active in a lot of sports, it isn't easy. It really isn't. It's quite a challenge. So golf has definitely been an outlet for me where I've been able to get involved actively in sport again, because I love that. I love the competitive side of it, competing against people and meeting people. I mean, for me, that's one of the best things, is you meet similar affected people and hearing their stories and their progression. It's just fantastic. It really is.
Now, I believe one of the sports you excelled at during your high school days was rugby, where you played for the Westville Boys High School. Do you have a favorite rugby team now that you support by any chance? And who is it?
Oh, absolutely. Look,
Sharks.
I'm born and bred Natal, so undoubtedly the Sharks.
Yeah?
Love their rugby, love the brand of rugby, just love what the union's doing here. So yeah, no, absolutely. I still love rugby. I watch it at every opportunity, and would give anything still to be actively involved in this. But time's passed me by.
Now you speak of the Sharks and loving their brand of rugby. Well, this season things haven't necessarily gone to plan in terms of the Sharks in the Currie Cup and the UFC Championship as well. What have you made of all of that? Just two heartbreaking tournaments.
Yeah, it's such a hard thing to put one's finger on. I do believe that there's a lot of new blood coming into the union, and
true.
I think it's going to take time for that to gel and set and sort of find their feet as a team. And we all know that if in a team sport, if you don't play as a team, you're going to struggle. And I think you've got a whole lot of different people that are now starting to call the Sharks their home. And I think once that's settled into their hearts and they start playing with the correct amount of heart and passion, I think they're going to be unstoppable.
So, on top of rugby, I believe you also played cricket. You mentioned you swam a little bit earlier. Also played discus. Now, having suffered the difficulties you have over the years, how did you find the community, the sporting community around your area has supported you in not only keeping your love for sport and not getting disheartened, but also carrying on with sport, in this case, golf?
Yeah, it's a crazy thing. I mean, my family have supported me through most of my sort of sporting endeavors throughout my life. And the fortunate thing is golf is something I'm able to do with people that I do love. My son, Mitch, he's 30, and him and I play the odd game together. He stays in New Hanover, towards Maritzburg. So we get to play the odd game together, and it's just I just love the fact that I can go and play this with people that mean stuff to me. Just getting out there and you're out in the fresh air. You're spending 4 or 5 hours out in the fresh air in the country. It's just absolutely amazing. It really is. I love every minute I spend on the court, even when I'm playing badly.
What else are you looking forward to from a golfing perspective during the course of the year 2022?
Sorry, I couldn't hear that.
I said, what else are you looking forward to this year with regards to golf in your ambitions this year?
Look, there is 2 more disabled opens, I believe, this year. There's one, I think it's a Swanee Disabled Open coming up in August, and there's another one in November in Cape Town, which I'm hoping to participate in. I'm being fortunate enough to have played 2 and won 2, so obviously I'd like to continue that. It's definitely not a given, but I definitely would like to go and attend those 2. We'll just have to see how things go.
Yeah, well, fingers crossed.
Well, Mike, we are certainly keeping our eye on your progress as you move forward into the world of golf, and we do wish you success. From us here at the Hat Trick View, thank you so much for joining us, and we hope to catch up with you once again in the future, yeah?
Thank you so much for taking the time to have me on the show.
Absolute pleasure.
Take care.
Cheers.